Morning Legends! It's Friday and I'd like to introduce a brand new segment to you today, Student Shoutouts. Stick around after the credits or come back and watch it after class for some great shoutouts from the staff celebrating you. Today you've got announcements from athletics, admin, and more, and your broadcast is directed by Beatriz Almeida and myself, Alyssa Fraser. Your producers are Dea Rai, Kevin Xiao, Abigail Odemuko, and your studio engineers are Carolina Almeida and Nabil Khan. Your writer is Tanya Sharifi, and as always, a big thank you to the Lily Announcement Parents Association for bringing LOHS TV to a screen near you. Now let's roll that intro, Abby.
Good morning, Legends. I'm Jack Townsend, this is Katelyn Wang, and these are your announcements for Friday, March 11th, 2022.
Today is Friday, and as excited as I am for the weekend, it's sad to see the Loma IS2 Comic Cafe leaving our school under the grand staircase. Today is your last chance to go and check it out, and for the chance to get your pics on the LOHS Instagram page using the hashtag LomaIS2.
Those theater kids really knocked it out of the park with this one. Looks like a real comic book. I feel like I could be a superhero. I can picture it now. Jackman! Speaking of superheroes, I can think of the best real-life super suit for our grade 12s. Drum roll, please. And you guessed it, it's the 2022 grad apparel, along with some snazzy lawn signs. Check out the grad Google Classroom to get your super suit apparel, but hurry before it's too late. The shop closes permanently on March 25th.
Wow, the world of superheroes seems so cool. Renee, what do you know about superheroes?
Well, Katelyn, I know that a bunch of our legendary superheroes are going to don their cap and gown in a few months. But with age comes issues, and parking is one of those issues. Administration is asking that students do not park in staff parking stalls. Make sure that you are parking in the student-designated areas of our parking lot. And if no student parking stalls are available, please go to Terwillegar LOT E or park along the street behind the school. But make sure to follow all city parking bylaws when doing so. The competition for those stalls must get pretty intense, but always remember to show respect and be a good sport, even if it's a parking lot and not a gym. What's up in sports today, Naufat?
Thanks, Renee. And wow, today's sports report is oddly similar to the competitive nature of the student parking lot. For all students who are interested, rugby tryouts and training will be Monday the 14th and Wednesday the 16th at 3:30 in the small gym, starting next week. Tryouts are open to everyone, but don't worry, you won't need to show off your parking skills, although I know not everyone has them. Also in athletics, last night our badminton team finished their exhibition season with a perfect 10-0 match record and defeated Harry Ainley 5-0 to follow up on Monday's win. It was a quiet week for sports, but next week gets busier with more badminton and the return of handball. Back to you at the desk, Jack.
Wow, our badminton legends are really popping off lately. Best of luck to all of you next week. And I join you in rugby, but I think I'll just stick to Sonic Riders Tournament Edition for now.
I can't wait for handball to start again. These are some of the first games you'll be able to spectate in over 2 years. And if that's still not your thing, Game Day Broadcast will be back at it again to keep you up to date with our Legends home games. And from Ms. Patey, today is the last day of Black Mental Health Week virtual sessions offered by the Africa Center. The last session is today in room 238 if you'd like to catch it up before it's gone. Now let's head over to our fun fact of the day. Abdullah?
Thank you, Katelyn. Your fun fact sponsor of the day is the Student Resource Center, where you can find everything you need to succeed. Now for the fun fact. Did you know that vacuum cleaners actually used to be horse-drawn? One of the earliest known vacuum cleaners was so large that it had to be hauled from house to house with a horse-drawn carriage. And the way it worked is even more bizarre, to be honest. The giant hoses were thrown through the windows of customers' homes, and a motor created the suction that pulled all the dirt and debris into a glass container so you could actually see just how dirty your neighbors' homes were. Man, to be honest, between this and the parking lot, I don't know how eager I am to grow up now. What about you, Jack?
Fear not, Abdullah, because not only is growing up inevitable and terrible, but there are also tons of people who appreciate you without you even knowing. Even if you wrestle a vacuum cleaner or two to get into that parking stall.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Jack, because if you didn't know, Today is the debut of our new segment, Student Shoutouts. Stay tuned after the credits or come back and check when class is over to hear your students' gratitude, your teacher's gratitude for you.
Man, I wonder who's hosting that segment anyways. So that's it for today's announcements. Drop down in the description for any emails or codes from today's broadcast. And don't forget to check School Zone and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at LOHS_legends. And remember to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon to stay up to date with anything LOHS TV.
Visit the Student Solidarity Committee's website at the link listed down below to see their research on current events. And be sure that you're helping to keep our neighborhood clean and litter-free. For LOHS TV, Renee Cordero, Naufat Rahim, and Abdullah Alakad, I'm Katelyn Wang.
And I'm Jack Townsend. And just remember, be legendary. Well then, legends, as promised, we've got a bunch of shout-outs from the school staff to celebrate you, the students, and me. I'm a student too. First off, huge shout out to Maya B for all her work supporting the restart of the Junior Achievement Program at Lillian Osborne. Thank you, Maya. I wonder if there's a Senior Achievement Program. That might make next year a little more interesting for me. And we've also have a huge shout out to Meg H and Omar Y for making a beautiful door design for Black History Month. Hey, I know one of those guys. Great job, fellas. Next up, shout outs to Katelyn S. They say that you might be the hardest worker of your generation, and we all love your sense of humor. Keep up the charm, buddy. On top of all these amazing people, shout outs and congratulations to Shajil T and Cushy S for winning gold as beginner debaters. It's no easy feat to get a gold medal, so great job to both of you. And you gotta be kidding me, that's one of our directors today. Shoutouts to Alyssa F for all their hard work with LOHS TV, the LOHS Yearbook Committee, and with Students for the Community. And they do even more. Alyssa, I can see you through the control room, dude. I know you made the intro for student shoutouts, I can see you! And this teacher wants you to know that you really rock, dude. Hi! And now, someone who made the basketball live stream so much more fun to watch, Ryan Zed. You have some serious commentating skills, and we can't wait to hear you on the handball streams. By the way, hit me up sometime, dude. I would love to commentate with you, even with my very limited sports knowledge. Also, shoutouts to the MCs, performance, and volunteers of the Chinese New Year Gala. Thank you for all of your hard work and dedication you put on to make this amazing show, which you can still watch right here on our YouTube channel. And last but not least, a big shout out to all the Students for the Community volunteers who have continuously contributed during these tough times to help raise morale while lending a helping hand throughout the school community. Those are all of our shout outs for today, but I want to personally shout out to you, dear viewer, for being so darn legendary. We'll be back next week to celebrate even more legendary students. Now, I doubt you'll forget, but just in case, just remember to be legendary.